What's going on YouTube? It's AKingsCreation again, bringing you guys another video. Now, there has been something going on lately in the game that everybody has been talking about, and actually it is kind of ruining the balance of this game. Now, it's not the community's fault, but hey, we know it is a mistake in the coding that probably just happened when they were including the stretch goals. That being said, most of us think this is a glitch, but in reality it's just a bug, because if you've been doing, like, say for example, you've been following my channel and you've watched my previous videos, you know that doing the new character runs is going to give you as much material as you possibly need before the DLC comes out, where they take that mule watch farming away. So if you've been doing this will be a normal occurrence for you that you probably didn't even realize or notice until people started talking about it, and that is your exotic components. Now, say for example, remember I told you that you wanted to get your field recon and your SHD calibration material up along with your printer filaments. Well, along that way, if you have an exceeding number of SHD calibrations, apparently that would affect one of the caches in the stretch goals, allowing you to get a limited amount of exotic components, or basically 999 once you open it up. You know, I don't like to promote glitches on this channel. You know, I don't like to show you how to do it. But in reality, that's why I said this is really not a glitch, it's a bug. Because if you have been doing the watch mules, just farming your watch mules and not really noticing, you know, trying to get as much materials as possible before they stop doing the watch mules, then, and you're progressing your season pass XP or season track XP, and you're unlocking these caches anyway, you not realizing by opening up that cache, you actually ended up getting 999 exotics. So this is not a glitch, it's more so a bug on the coding end of this game from the devs. That being said, guys, make sure you guys check your resources, see if you have 999 exotic components. Apparently I do as well when I was opening up, because I was planning on showing you guys how to increase your season XP as quickly as possible. And as I was progressing through the game, that's what you guys can see in some of this gameplay. And I'm also using a build that I will also showcase this week in this video as well, or in this gameplay. And we will be, you know, breaking that down. But as I was progressing through like my projects and stuff like that, I ended up unlocking this cache that allowed you to get the 999 because it was something I was going to open up regardless. So it's kind of funny to me how like this is happening in the Division community right now, and everybody's saying it's a glitch. Everybody's saying, oh, it's broken, go ahead and do it now. Reality, just play the game, honestly, because this is not a fault on the community, and like I said, it's the fault on the coding of the devs. And honestly, they shouldn't punish anybody for doing this, because it was actually a normal progression within the level system, and they were allowing us to still do our watch mules all the way until the DLC. So I don't see how this could possibly be a bad thing for the community, although it still is creating an unbalance. So in itself, having that much exotic components, which is extremely hard to farm without this little bug that's going on, I can see how this is going to severely make an unbalanced PvP experience for most people who are especially coming in or returning to the game after, you know, the DLC releases, and they're trying to get into the dark zone, trying to, you know, fight their way through the dark zone. But now people have, you know, level 28 or whatever the newest expertise will be, probably level 30 expertise on everything they have going into the dark zone, while somebody returning or new comes in with barely any expertise and is coming into the dark zone to farm the caches within the dark zone to get more exotic components. So them farming the hard way is such an unfair balance within the game. Now for PvE, I guess it really doesn't matter, but now the leaderboards of the speed runs will no longer be considered legit, because it will kind of be unfair. And if everybody was balanced, or not say for balance per se as far as expertise, but if the expertise glitch didn't exist or bug didn't exist, where everybody was allowed to upgrade their gear and weapons all the way to max expertise, then yeah, you could say like the speed run leaderboard is more legit. But unfortunately, this bug is causing a severe imbalance in terms of power of each player that is currently playing the division right now. So if you are planning on returning, and like I said, the devs should not punish us for this. So if you are planning on returning, I think you should get in now, right now, before the devs try to fix this little bug that's going on with this cache. Honestly, if you want to go ahead and get in now and do this, just go ahead. Like I said, I'm not going to show you exactly like the faster way to do it. There are videos out there, creators are exploding this because of, this being a thing, or this being a bug within the game, and they're promoting it for their own use. But I always was against glitches, but you can't really classify this as a glitch because it was a normal progression. Anybody who has been doing watch mules, like I said, can do this legit, and it is something that they probably would even notice unless they seen that video. So this is 100% fault on the coding and for the devs. So if you, like I said, are trying to return to the Division 2, now is the time, so you can go ahead and get your season pass all the way up to 100 like I did. I have videos of my entire progress showing you how I got master difficult completely, got the wolves mask, showing you how I progressed through my journey missions, how I unlocked some of the modifiers, what they are. So if you guys enjoy this video breakdown, make sure you try to check out my previous videos on all that if you're returning. And also, if you've just been a veteran playing the game, what do you guys think about this exotic components bug, and how many exotic components do you have? Do you have 999 for progressing doing watch mules? Let me know in the comments below. If you guys enjoyed this video, make sure you hit that like button and subscribe if you're new to the channel. Peace.